everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my YouTube student channel with me, Regina Putri Ramadhani. So, in today's video, I will present the topic of national trade policy formulation. National trade policy is an important tool used by governments to regulate international trade activities and guide economic development. Through trade policies, governments aim to protect domestic industries, promote export, and maintain economic stability. This policy influences the flow of goods and services, investment decision, and international business relations. In this presentation, I will explain the definition of national trade policy, its objective, policy instrument, challenge, and strategy for effective implementation in the global economy. So, as usual, I will show the PowerPoint. We have definition of national trade policy. National trade policy refers to government regulation and action that control trade activities between countries. These policies cover export, import, tariffs, quotas, and trade agreements. Governments use trade policy to influence the movement of goods and services in order to support national economic goals. Trade policies also affect domestic industries, consumer and international business relations. For example, a country may reduce tariffs to encourage important or increase tariffs to protect local industry. Therefore, national trade policy plays a crucial role in balancing economic growth, competitiveness, and stability. Next, objective of national trade policy. National trade policies are designed to achieve several important objectives. First, government aim to protect domestic industries from excessive foreign competition. Second, policies encourage export to increase national income and improve economic growth. Third, trade policy can help reduce a trade deficit by controlling import and promoting domestic production. In addition, governments use trade policies to increase employment opportunities and support local business. By strengthening domestic industries and impending export, trade policy contributes to long-term economic stability. Next is instruments of trade policy. Government use various instruments to implement trade policies. Tariffs are taxes imposed on imported goods to make them more expensive and less competitive compared to domestic products. Quotas limit the quantity of import entering a country. Subsidies provide financial support to domestic producers so they are compete internationally. Next, protectionist versus free trade policy. Trade policy can generally be categorized into protectionist and free trade approach. Protectionist policies aim to protect local industry using tariffs, quotas, and other restrictions. These policies help domestic business grow, but may increase prices for consumers. On the other hand, free trade policies reduce barriers and encourage international competition. Free trade improves efficiency and provide more choices for consumers, but it may create challenge for local industry. Therefore, governments must balance protection and free trade policies to achieve optimal economic outcomes. Next, role of government in trade policy. The government plays a central role in formulating national trade policy. It regulates imports and exports to ensure fair competition and protect national interests. Governments also negotiate trade agreements with other countries to expand market access for domestic products. In addition, policies are designed to support domestic industries and improve their competitiveness. Governments also monitor the trade balance and adjust policies when necessary. Through these roles, governments influence our direction of international trade and economic development. Next is challenge in formulating trade policy. Formulating effective trade policy is challenging. Governments must deal with increasing global competition and pressure from international trade agreement, economic instability, inflation, and exchange rate fluctuations also affect policy decisions. Protecting domestic industry while encouraging free trade create a policy dilemmas. Political pressure from business and stakeholders may also influence government decisions. This challenge requires governments to carefully analyze economic conditions and balance national interests with global commitments. Next, impact of trade policy. Trade policies have significant economic impact. Tariffs and quotas can increase prices of important goods, which affect consumers. Domestic industries may benefit from protection policies because competition from foreign products is reduced. Trade policy also influences the trade balance by controlling export and import. Additionally, trade policies can affect diplomatic and economic relations between countries. Therefore, governments must evaluate both positive and negative impact before implementing policies. Next, strategies for effective trade policy. To create effective trade policies, government should implement strategic actions. Supporting export competitiveness helps domestic firms expand globally. Diversifying trade partners and reduce the dependence on certain countries, improving infrastructure and change transportation and logistic efficiency, encouraging innovation, increase productivity and product quality. Government should also maintain transparent and consistent policies to build investor confidence. These strategies help countries compete effectively in global market. And last, we've got the conclusion. So, in the conclusion, national trade policy formulation is essential for managing international trade activities. Government use various instruments such as tariff, quotas, and incentives to achieve economic objectives. While trade policies provide benefits such as industry protection and export growth, they also create challenges that require careful planning. By balancing protection and free trade, government can enhance competitiveness and maintain economic stability. Effective trade policies help countries succeed in the global economic and support sustainability development. So maybe that's all for me for today, and I hope you guys can enjoy all of the video. Thank you for watching. I ended here. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.